Okay, hello everyone. This is For Love's Sake, and here we have with us is Sher-li, who is the founder of Mums and Work. So Mums and Work is a portal and community that supports women to find the perfect balance between being a mum and working. It also provides mums with the support, assistance, and advice when choosing flexi-time options or when starting a small mompreneur business. Sher-li is also a mother of 2 children who are currently 7 and 11 years old. Yes. So hi Sher-li.
Hi.
Do you have any experience or knowledge on what is working mum guilt?
The working mom guilt is very real. Very often you find that when a woman who's been working for some time, once they become a mother, they realize that because they have to divide their time between their career and being a mother, so there's this constant guilt feeling that maybe I'm spending too much time at work and I'm kind of like not having enough time for my kids. Sometimes there's also the other side where they feel that, oh, because of my kids, I'm no longer spending enough time on my work. So this guilt is almost perpetual. And I think, frankly, from my experience, I noticed that almost every single mom that works has this kind of guilt.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it goes down to the fundamentals. As women, society tells us that we should be ideally a good mom, right? And the truth is, as more and more women become more educated, you have a career path of your own. And what's going to happen is, as your career path takes over, you start to recognize that if I want to continue having a career and at the same time be a good mother, it means that I need to allocate time. And because time is just 24 hours, a lot of women then say that because I have to choose between the two, I end up having some kind of a guilt feeling if I don't choose, right? I think what contributes to it also is obviously the hours at work, it's much longer. You find that most jobs, the hours are no longer very simply 5 days per week, 9 to 5. You find that, there is a very strong desire to want to continue working but also be a good mother. Second thing is also, I think more and more cases nowadays you see a lot of moms having fewer kids. It's very ironic because when you have fewer kids, you actually want to spend more time with them. There is this idea that I'm going to try to give my best resources to them. And one of the resources obviously is time. So the minute you get stretched both ways, both in the home front and in the work front, you're definitely going to have guilt in some way once you feel you're not spending enough time on either one. So that's why the working mom guilt is pretty real. So much as I would like to tell you that society is at fault here, I think it's also a personal choice that you start to think about me having to choose between work and family. Inevitably, you have some guilt once you make a choice.
Or are there any tips on how to help mums move away from this mindset that they have to choose either or?
I think it's hard. We've always done this. So we run different kinds of workshops, for example. We do things where we talk about awareness of self, what's important to you, and also thinking through your whole life path. And I always say this to women, I think it's hard to compare yourselves to other women. So I blame social media here. Social media has all these wonderful images of mothers who do everything and then their kids all look very well behaved, sitting there doing their thing. As a mom, I tell you, this is not real. No kids will just sit there and do nothing, okay? It is a tough one, and I sometimes wish people were more honest about it. So one of the things I do tell our member moms, for example, is number one, don't compare yourself with what you see out there. Don't compare yourself with other moms, because some mothers have more family support. They have grandparents who step in when they need. And then there are other moms who say, my parents are not around anymore, or for whatever reason they are not well. They cannot help with the kids. That's one thing. I think also, to be fair, every child is different. Every situation is different. So once you do any kind of comparison, inevitably you feel a sense of lack, like you're not a good enough mother. And once you feel that, then the guilt comes into play. So number one rule is don't compare. And number two is thinking through what is it that you want. If, for example, career is very important to you, trying your best to balance, don't get so upset if someone turns around and says, why aren't you spending more time with your kids? Maybe to you, the idea of motherhood is giving them the best kind of a life. And vice versa, there are women who quit their jobs and stay at home. It's actually the opposite of working moms guilt. They also have guilt. They feel like, I devoted all this time to my kids. I don't have a career, so maybe I'm less of a woman, right? I don't think that's a good way to look at it as well, because again, that's your choice. You recognize that you want to spend time with them, and therefore time is so limited. This is your time allocated to the kids. At some point, you can come back into your career and therefore restart it again. So it's very self-driven. I mean, even though society says a lot of words, I realize it's very self-driven. So unless you you really take a very honest picture with yourself and say, I'm just going to shut out what everybody else says. Who am I? What is important to me? How do I define myself as a woman? That the guilt actually starts to go away. Yeah.
Hey parents, thank you for tuning in to our podcast. This was the Parenting Pod brought to you by For Love's Sake. For more content on parenthood, you can check out our Facebook and Instagram at forlovesake.sg. Thank you and see you next time.